OKRs is not a new thing. It's been around for over 40 years, started off with Andy Grove at Intel, and it was popularized in 2016 with the success of John Doerr's book, Measure What Matters. And, in Andy Grove's world and then in John Doerr's book, he wasn't particularly opinionated about what a good OKR looks like. Right? What should we be measuring for success? And what's interesting is that in our book, Who Does What by How Much, we take a very opinionated point of view that your outcome, your objectives and key results need to be customer-centric. So qualitative objective that talks about a qualitative future state you'd like to create for your customers. And then key results that are outcomes. They're measures of human behavior. And that, to me, is the fundamental shift here, is that we're measuring success not in terms of creating an output, but actually delivering an outcome, hopefully a meaningful and positive change to the customer, and that ultimately impacts the business in a positive way. And so, to get back to your original question, why don't most companies work this way? Most companies don't work this way because there is tremendous historical inertia to manage to production, to the making of a thing that comes from the industrial manufacturing world. And there's a real clear understanding in manufacturing, whereas I'm going to pay folks to produce something and they will produce that thing. And then hopefully we will sell that thing and make money. And that makes sense when you're producing physical goods. But all businesses of scale and all businesses that seek to scale today are software businesses, regardless of the product or service that they ultimately offer. And the production of software as a measure of value just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because the rate with which we can produce and deliver software into the hands of our customers is literally as fast as we want. Amazon does it once every second, right? So if you can deliver software into the hands of your customers once every second, the delivery of software as a measure of success doesn't make sense anymore. It's a non-event, right? Did we deliver software today? Yes, 60 times a minute we did, right? Or once an hour or 5 times a day or whatever it ends up becoming. And so changing that mindset is a massive shift, right? If delivering a thing is no longer the measure of success, what is the measure of success and value? And the reality is it's human behavior. And we're just not used to measuring that across organizations. Organizations are good at measuring 2 things. They're used to measuring sort of the KPIs, the high level impact metrics of a business, so sales, revenue, profit, customer satisfaction. And they're used to measuring production. Did we make stuff and how much stuff did we make? But the connective tissue between those 2 things is human behavior.